Over 60? This bedtime drink repairs vision while you sleep. Let's begin by talking about a quiet shift you might have noticed, but perhaps haven't given a name to yet. It's not dramatic, not overnight blindness, but a gentle, persistent nudging. It's reaching for a brighter lamp to read the morning paper, the words needing just a little more light to stay sharp. It's holding a restaurant menu at arm's length, or squinting slightly to bring a phone number into focus. You might notice the brilliant red of a rose in your garden doesn't seem to pop quite like it used to, the world subtly softening at the edges. These moments are so common, so shared by everyone our age, that we often just sigh and call it getting older. We accept it as an inevitable decline. But what if we've been misunderstanding these signals entirely? What if these aren't signs of an ending, but rather your body's way of sending up a flare, a request for specific help? Because here is the hopeful truth almost no one realizes. Your body has a built-in, nightly repair shop for your eyes. It's already there, waiting. The real secret isn't about finding a miracle cure out in the world. It's about learning how to supply that internal repair shop with the exact tools it's asking for, especially during the profound quiet of the night. So let's move from noticing the problem to understanding a truly remarkable solution. Tonight, as you sleep, something extraordinary is scheduled to happen within you. It's not passive rest, it's active, mandated repair. When you enter deep, restorative sleep, your brain and body initiate a precise series of events. Your pituitary gland releases a pulse of human growth hormone, which acts as a foreman, signaling cells to begin maintenance. Your brain's glymphatic system, a recently discovered waste clearance network, switches on to flush out the metabolic debris of the day. Think of it as taking out the cellular trash so repairs can begin. This is your body's non-negotiable nightly renovation shift. For your eyes, which endure constant exposure to light and oxidation all day long, this shift is absolutely critical. It's their dedicated time to heal. Imagine a highly skilled construction crew that arrives at a worksite every single night at 1 a.m., ready to fix potholes, repaint lines, and reinforce structures. But for years, this crew has been showing up to an empty warehouse. The blueprints are there, the workers are ready, but the specific lumber, cement, and tools they need are missing. They do what they can with what's lying around, but the repairs are incomplete. This is the core of our conversation. That construction crew is your body's innate repair system. The missing materials are specific, targeted nutrients your eyes require for optimal repair. What we are going to discuss is not a miracle cure or a magic potion. It is the logical, science-supported practice of nutritional timing. We are going to learn how to send a direct, bioavailable shipment of those precise building materials into your bloodstream right before that nightly crew clocks in. In the rest of our time together, I'll first show you exactly why sleep is this irreplaceable window. Then, we'll identify the 3 master nutrients that act as the perfect repair toolkit. Finally, I'll give you a simple, pleasant way to combine them into a nightly routine that supports your body's own brilliant wisdom. This is about working with your biology, not against it, to help you wake up to a clearer, brighter world. Think about what your eyes endure in a single day. Morning sunlight, the glow of screens, even the fluorescent lights in a store, all of that light energy, while essential for sight, creates tiny amounts of metabolic waste and oxidative stress within the delicate tissues of your eyes. It's like the subtle, natural wear and tear on a priceless lens. Throughout the daylight hours, your body is in go mode, focused on seeing and processing the world. It doesn't have the bandwidth for deep cleaning and structural repair. That vital work is saved for the quiet shift. When you finally drift into deep, non-REM sleep, a biological factory whistle blows. Your brain changes state. The glymphatic system, a network of microscopic cleaning channels, becomes 10 times more active. It floods the space between your brain cells and, by extension, the neural pathways of your visual system with cerebrospinal fluid, washing away the accumulated metabolic debris of the day. Simultaneously, the melatonin in your system, often thought of only as a sleep signal, reveals its other crucial job. It's a potent antioxidant, quietly neutralizing the damaging free radicals that can harm eye cells. This isn't idle time. This is a mandated, high-priority maintenance period where the noisy business of living stops, and the quiet, essential work of healing takes center stage. For your eyes, this is their best and only chance for true, internal restoration. So, if this nightly shift is so dedicated to repair, what exactly is on its work order for your vision? Now, let's meet the first member of our repair toolkit. To understand its job, we need a simple analogy. Imagine a brand new car left out in the sun and rain. Over time, the metal begins to oxidize. We call it rust. A similar process, called oxidation, happens inside our bodies, driven by molecules known as free radicals. For your eyes, the primary source of these damaging particles is the very light you need to see, particularly high-energy blue and ultraviolet light. Every time sunlight or screen light hits your retina, it can generate these corrosive free radicals. This is where our first nutrient steps in. You may have heard the term antioxidants. In your eyes, the most important antioxidants are two specific yellow plant pigments called lutein and zeaxanthin. They are not produced by your body. You must get them from your diet. Think dark leafy greens like kale and spinach, or bright orange egg yolks. Here's their remarkable function. These pigments are selectively absorbed from your bloodstream and deposited in high concentrations right into the very center of your retina, an area called the macula. They form a literal layer of yellow pigment, often called the macular pigment. This layer isn't just for show. It acts like a pair of permanent, internal sunglasses. When high-energy light enters your eye, this pigment layer filters it out, absorbing the impact before those rays can reach and oxidize the delicate, light-sensitive cells underneath. It's a brilliant, built-in rust prevention system. By neutralizing free radicals at the point of entry, lutein and zeaxanthin prevent the initial damage, meaning your nightly repair crews have a much smaller mess to clean up. Robust scientific studies confirm that people with higher levels of these pigments in their macula have a measurably lower risk of developing age-related macular degeneration. They are the essential, proactive guardians. But while a good guardian prevents break-ins, a true restoration also needs a skilled carpenter to fix the existing structure. Our second nutrient addresses the very architecture of the eye itself. Think of your eye not just as a camera, but as a beautifully engineered, fluid-filled chamber. For you to see clearly, this chamber must maintain a perfect, rounded shape. Over 90% of the eye's volume is a clear, gel-like substance called the vitreous humor. This gel is not just water. It's a sophisticated matrix made of delicate fibers and compounds that act like a superabsorbent sponge, holding water in place to keep the eye plump and the retina smoothly pressed against its back wall. The surface of your eye, too, relies on a stable tear film for lubrication and clarity. With age, the body's natural production of the building blocks for this gel and for the collagen that structures the eye declines. The gel can become more liquid, leading to clumps that cast shadows. Those are floaters. The eye's ability to retain moisture can diminish, leading to dryness and irritation. The entire structure can lose some of its youthful tautness. This is where our structural reinforcer comes in. This nutrient isn't a medication. It's a specific raw material, often a bioactive peptide or a complex sugar molecule, that your body recognizes and uses directly. When you consume it, your body incorporates it as a foundational component to help rebuild and maintain the vitreous gel's scaffolding and to support the collagen framework of the eye. It provides the specific bricks and mortar your body's repair crews need to keep the ocular architecture strong, optimally hydrated, and crystal clear. This ensures your eye maintains its perfect shape for focusing light. We now have a dedicated protector and a skilled builder, but to oversee the entire project, we need a foreman. Our third and final nutrient operates at the most fundamental level, inside each individual cell of your eye. Every cell contains tiny organelles called mitochondria. Think of them as microscopic power plants, generating the energy the cell needs to function, repair itself, and even to execute the instructions from your DNA. As we age, these mitochondria can become less efficient. They can produce more toxic byproducts, akin to a smokestack putting out more soot, and they can even sustain damage to their own delicate machinery. This third key player, often a potent, fat-soluble antioxidant like the full tocopherol and tocotrienol family of vitamin E, or a supportive compound like PQQ, has a very specific job. It integrates into the cellular membrane surrounding these mitochondria, acting as a protective shield. It helps neutralize the damaging byproducts right at the source, allowing the power plants to run cleaner. Furthermore, it supports the cell's innate ability to repair its own DNA blueprints and to clear out old, dysfunctional mitochondria, making way for healthier ones. This nutrient ensures that the cellular energy needed for all that nighttime repair is plentiful and that any new cells built are constructed from accurate, undamaged plans. This moves the entire process beyond simple patchwork and into the realm of true cellular rejuvenation. Now, here is the truly beautiful part of this system. These three nutrients don't work in isolation. You might wonder why we focus on a simple drink at this specific time of day, rather than just taking pills with dinner. The reason is rooted in gentle physiology. As we age, our digestive system naturally becomes more deliberate in the evenings. A liquid elixir is far easier for your body to process at night than a heavy meal or even a cluster of tablets, which can sit longer in the stomach. A drink allows for almost immediate gastric emptying, sending those precious nutrients into your small intestine for rapid absorption with minimal effort. Furthermore, timing is everything. During the day, your body is in go mode. Nutrients you consume are often prioritized for immediate energy production to fuel your activities. But in the hour before sleep, your metabolism is gracefully winding down. The nutrients from this drink are less likely to be diverted for fuel. Instead, they can circulate in your bloodstream, perfectly poised to be picked up by those nighttime repair crews the moment they clock in. Finally, the simple act of sipping a warm or room temperature, non-caffeinated liquid triggers your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest mode. It's a physical signal that tells your body to relax, deepening the calm that is the perfect prelude to restorative sleep. Understanding this why makes the how much more meaningful. Now let's translate these 3 vital roles into tangible ingredients you can actually find. This is not about obscure or exotic compounds. It's about selecting the most effective, bioavailable forms of these nutrients. First, for our protector lutein and zeaxanthin. While you can get them from leafy greens, to achieve a truly therapeutic dose for eye health consistently, a supplement is often most practical. Look for one derived from marigold flower extract. On the label, you want to see it standardized to contain both lutein and zeaxanthin, typically in a 10:1 or 5:1 ratio, as this mirrors what's found in a healthy macula. A dose of around 10 to 20 milligrams of lutein is a common and well-researched range. For the structural reinforcer, we want to provide the precursors for collagen and gel-building compounds. 2 excellent options exist. The first is a hydrolyzed collagen peptide powder, specifically types I and 3, which are the main components of the eye's structure. Hydrolyzed simply means it's already broken down into tiny pieces for effortless absorption. The second option is a high-quality, certified organic inner leaf aloe vera gel powder. This is a rich source of polysaccharides that your body uses to support tissue hydration and integrity. Finally, for our cellular director, we need a potent antioxidant that supports mitochondrial health. A full-spectrum, or mixed, vitamin E is ideal. Look for tocopherol and tocotrienol complex on the label, as this provides the complete family of compounds. Alternatively, magnesium in the bisglycinate form is a gentle, highly absorbable mineral that plays a key role in over 300 enzymatic reactions, including cellular energy production. You can find each of these as individual supplements from reputable vitamin companies. My advice is always to choose brands with good manufacturing practices, often noted as GMP on the bottle, and to have a brief conversation with your pharmacist if you take any medications, just to ensure there are no interactions. This small step brings immense peace of mind. Here are 2 simple, pleasant ways to bring this all together. Choose the one that feels right for you. The simple stir. About 30 minutes before you plan to sleep, take a small glass. Pour in about 4 ounces of room temperature or slightly warm water. Add your measured supplements, your marigold extract, your collagen or aloe powder, and your vitamin E or magnesium. Then, add just a teaspoon of pure tart cherry juice. It provides a touch of natural melatonin and a pleasant flavor. Stir well for half a minute until everything is dissolved, and drink it down. The warm and soothing version. Gently warm 4 ounces of unsweetened almond or oat milk, just enough to take the chill off. Stir in your nutrients, plus a tiny dash of turmeric for its anti-inflammatory properties and a drizzle of raw honey for sweetness. Sip this slowly as you begin your wind-down routine. The goal is not perfection, but pleasant consistency. Find the version you enjoy, make it your own small ritual of care, and let it do its quiet work as you drift into restorative sleep. This powerful nightly elixir is your core tool, but to unlock its full potential, we must ensure the environment where this repair happens is perfectly supportive. Think of your bedroom not just as a place to sleep, but as a dedicated workshop for your body's restoration crew. Let's take a quick mental tour. First, assess the light. Even the faint glow from a digital clock or a streetlight through a crack in the curtains can subtly suppress your body's production of melatonin, the very hormone that orchestrates sleep and repair. True darkness is non-negotiable. Blackout curtains or a soft, comfortable sleep mask can make a profound difference. Next, feel the temperature. A cool room, around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, signals to your body that it's time to sleep. It helps lower your core temperature, a key part of the sleep onset process. Then listen, is there inconsistent noise that startles you awake? A simple white noise machine or the steady hum of a fan can mask these disruptions, creating a consistent auditory blanket. Finally, if trips to the bathroom fracture your sleep, try gently shifting your fluid intake earlier in the evening, making an exception only for your small, purposeful elixir. Creating this sanctuary gives your repair crews the uninterrupted time they need to do their best work. Now, let's look at the other half of this partnership, what you can do during the day to make the night's work easier and more effective. Think of it this way: if your nightly repair crew is coming in to fix the wear and tear of the day, why not give them less to fix? This is about proactive, gentle protection. The single most powerful habit you can adopt is also the simplest. Become religious about wearing high-quality sunglasses whenever you are outside. I don't mean just on bright summer days. I mean every single time you step out the door, even on overcast afternoons or during winter errands. Look for a pair that states it blocks 100% of UVA and UVB rays. This one act directly filters out the primary source of the oxidative damage, the ultraviolet light that your body otherwise must spend its nightly resources repairing. It's like putting a protective cover over precious furniture before a dust storm. The second habit addresses the modern reality of screens and close-up work. When you read, use a tablet, or watch television, make a gentle pact with yourself to follow the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, simply lift your gaze and look at something approximately 20 feet away for at least 20 seconds. This tiny pause allows the intricate muscles that focus your lens to relax, reducing the strain and metabolic fatigue that accumulates in the eye. These two practices are not burdens. They are small, conscious acts of kindness for your vision. They dramatically lighten the workload you send to your nighttime repair systems, allowing the nutrients from your elixir to focus on deeper, more restorative healing rather than just putting out daily fires. Let's bring everything into a clear, simple picture. You now understand the profound why. That deep, restorative sleep is your body's non-negotiable repair window, a dedicated shift for healing your eyes from the inside out. You know the precise what, the three master nutrients that act as a perfect toolkit: the protector that filters damaging light, the builder that reinforces structure, and the director that rejuvenates at the cellular level. And you have the gentle howl, a simple bedtime elixir, a optimized sleep sanctuary for uninterrupted work, and daytime habits that lighten the load. This isn't a complicated medical regimen or a drastic life change. It is a thoughtful, gradual shift towards aligning with your body's own innate wisdom. It's about providing support so your natural repair systems can operate at their best. Imagine, 2 weeks from now, having made this small ritual part of your evening. You might notice, upon waking, that the morning light through the window seems a touch sharper, or that the colors in your garden hold their vividness a little longer into the day. These subtle shifts are the quiet confirmation that the process is working. Your first step tonight is not to do everything at once. That is how overwhelm begins. Your only task is to begin. Simply choose one of the ingredients we discussed. Perhaps start with the marigold extract, that powerful protector. Place the recommended amount into a small glass of warm water or a teaspoon of tart cherry juice. Stir. Sip it slowly, mindfully, about 30 minutes before you plan to sleep. That is it. You have begun. In that simple act, you have sent a powerful signal to your body. You have said, "I am listening. I am partnering with you." You have provided a key tool for the internal work that wants to happen. Trust in that partnership, be consistent with your kindness, and give your body the grace to show you, in its own time, what supported healing feels like.